Saints are human beings with whom the Church has good authority to believe are living in heaven with God. While not all saints lived perfect and holy lives, they did eventually let God transform their hearts and their lives and became the best version of themselves that they could be, just like we are all called to do. We don't worship saints. We ask for their intercession to pray for us, just like we would ask a friend to pray for us when we are in need of something. And the beauty of the communion of saints is that there's such a variety of people from all walks of life, talent, interests, customs, traditions, lifestyles, that there's bound to be somebody that we can relate to so we can ask for their prayers. There are saints who were priests, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, students, teachers, athletes, artists, scientists, musicians, and so on. There's saints who were quiet, loud, brave, funny, smart, interesting. There's bound to be a saint who's similar to you. Can you find one to look to as a role model? Is there someone you can ask to pray for you?
Good afternoon to Smet. I'm here today with my daughter Hannah, and she's here to talk to you about one of her favorite saints, Saint Dominic. Hannah?
Dominic was born in Riva, Italy, the year 1842, and he was one of 9 children. He started serving Mass at 5 years of age, and he entered a school started by St. John Bosco when he was only 12. As a driven young boy, Dominic proudly aimed for death rather than sin. He was well liked, he was kind and cheerful, but worked really hard and prayed a lot. Due to sickness, he had to return home after only 2 years in the school. Even in sickness, he prayed. Dominic was called to heaven at age 14. We celebrate his feast day on March 9th.
Hello to Smet Jesuit family. My name is Danny Dugan from the class of 2010, and my favorite saint is Saint Maximilian Kolbe. He was a man that provided lots and lots of hope in really dark times. He was a part of the concentration camps, and as people were going through a really hard time on their way to dying, he provided hope and gave people a better idea of what was to come in God's kingdom.
Hey, Smet Jesuit, this is Mr. Sally, and I'm reporting from Art Hill in Forest Park. It is beautiful here. Who my favorite saint might be, I thought of one, and that is Saint Louis. St. Louis, because of its strong Catholic identity, was known as the Rome of the West.
A saint that really sticks out to me would be Saint Norbert. He's the patron saint of my middle school and of my parish. And I like his story because it's similar to Saint Paul or Saint Francis of Assisi. It's where he lived a lot of his life for like the world's riches, the world's power. But when he turned around and turned his life to God, he saw that the greatest fulfillments come from following God. And that's what I like to take away from his story, is that you can have all the power, all the fame, but if you don't use that for God's greater will, then it's really worthless in the end.